Coming up in this episode, we have extended highlights of Warrington Wolves' fixture against Salford Red Devils in round 3 of the Super League. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Hell Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Also, I'm still running my Buy Me a Coffee campaign, where you can donate to help grow this channel and grow the sport of rugby league, as all funds will be going towards a rugby league programme, which we will all decide in the future. Anyway, let's get on tonight, and what have we got? Well, first of all, it's Super League time, and we have two teams that have been in a different state of affairs over the last couple of games. First of all, we have Warrington Wolves, who are playing Salford Red Devils. Warrington have been in a good rich vein of form, while Salford have just been struggling to get over the try line. Warrington Wolves are still determined to put the misery of 2022 behind them and make it 3 wins from 3 in 2023, with a hopeful win against Salford Red Devils. The Wolves are third favourites to be crowned champions this year, as they so often are at the start of the season, but they let themselves down badly last year. Just 9 wins in their 27 matches. An 11th place finish is not acceptable for the league's biggest spenders, but 2 wins from the 2 this season is a step in the right direction, and they're playing with menace. That shows they really mean business. That isn't too bad either. Whether they can maintain it until October remains to be seen, but they are warm favourites to see off Salford Red Devils tonight. The Wolves won 32 points to 18 when the two last met, and a similar outcome is likely. The Red Devils are no mugs, but there is a sense they overachieved last year. 4 Rollies men charged into the playoffs with a late surge in the final rounds of the campaign and were 18 minutes away from a grand final spot. St Helens beat them in the semi-final, and they have struggled to hit their stride since. They laboured to a narrow win over the newly promoted league in round 1 and were well beaten by Hull KR 24 points to 10 a week ago. Warrington have had no such issues, scoring 68 points in their first 2 opening fixtures, and 12 points looks well within reach. The Wolves have been handicap winners in both matches so far this year, and the last 3 meetings with Salford have yielded winning margins of 18, 8 and 14. So who have both sides brought out of the locker to start the game? Yes. And with no hesitation, we're off and running for the Thursday night Super League action. And this is showing Warrington's intent to the game, forcing back Jack Ormonrod back into his own 1 metre line. Warrington reach the fourth tackle and force a dropout due to a fantastic little drop-off kick by Josh Drinkwater, and Ryan Briley's there to clean it up. But Warrington have had a couple of looks at the Salford line so far, much to Daryl Powell's happiness. From the dropout return, it is Warrington's big drive from Michaeli, who's had a good start to the game, straightforward, backing in, forcing the Salford defenders back. And then George Williams has a little bit of skill, throws it back on the inside for Stephen Ratchford, who is elusive to begin with, but he's brought down by Brodie Croft. And with Williams at acting halfback, the ball reaches James Harrison, who's put on his back by a good tackle by Andy Ackers. Then they attack the left-hand edge again, and George Williams with that dink kick once more, and Ben Curry thinks that he's got the ball down for the opening points of the game. Referee Jack Smith is unsure about it, but he says it's a try on field. Just check the onside offsides, and if he gets the ball down. He is onside from the kick, and referee Liam Moore is not hanging about when it comes to the actual decision, as it's not long after that he says the grounding is completely fine. Only one replay. This is just to show it off. That Curry gets the ball down. It is Salford 0, Warrington Wolves 4 with the kick to come. Even Wolf is happy. A great little kick and chase. Warrington's at second row and gets there first. George Williams running the show. Ben Curry just gets there in time. 4-0. Stephen Ratchford is setting up for the kick. Ratchford goes for the extras. Sails through the middle. It is 6-0 to Warrington. Salford get their first set after the play of the ball and do a couple of settlers. First of all with Shane Wright, and George Williams is running the show for Warrington. Then Callum Watkins busts the tackle, gets through two men. Then Salford work the ball left. Tyler Dupree takes the next tackle, and Salford are on their move straight after. First of all, Oliver Partington dummies to go right, and then goes left with the offload. Ackers out the hands, and the ball is in the hand of Joe Burgess, who passes the ball back inside for Ellis Longstaff, who is on debut for Salford against his parent club. Rolls over for the try. Excellent response by Salford Red Devils. It is now 6 points to 4. Here it is again. Partington gets the ball in the middle of the field. Vaughan overruns the tackle, and Ackers throws the ball out after receiving the offload out wide to Joe Burgess. Ellis Longstaff is in support and rolls over the try line to get the 4-pointer. Here it is again. Longstaff is in the thick of it. Burgess goes down the wing and finds the pass inside for Longstaff, who scores. Great effort from the new Salford man. Sneed adds the extras, and it's 6-all. Great first run by Callum Watkins to set it all up. That's a great tackle busting run, and it creates the momentum for Salford to go the rest of the field to score. Salford have been in this defensive area 3 times and have caused penalty, 6 again in that position, giving Warrington the easy outs. And Warrington have almost made them pay on the 2 out of 3 occurrences. This is the 3rd one, as Warrington are getting a roll on down the pitch. They're going through the yards. Joe Bullock is on and helping Warrington. get some breaks and half breaks and support, like this one from George Williams, who finds half a gap and sets sail. He goes the wrong way, unfortunately, at this time, with Matt Duffy in support. But that's a fourth tackle. Duffy's gone himself. It's a slow play. Warrington, as I said, on the third Salford give up of the play, and the numbers are on Salford's side. George Williams passes the ball out wide, and it's picked off by Ken Seo, who passes it back inside from Ryan Briley, who has the freedom of the Halliwell Jones pitch to score right to the posts. Fantastic try, and the second one of the season for Ryan Briley. Watch this catch by Ken Seo, it's unbelievable. If we get it to stop stuttering. But the catch was half the job, with Ryan Briley going 3/4 of the length of the pitch to score Salford's second try of the game. Let's see if we get it at this time. Seo was unselfish, he could have went himself. Look, lots of space. But Briley is there in support and scores. It gets better for Salford as Sneed adds the extras. And it's 12 points to 6 in Salford's favour. Good start by Warrington, but that catch was enough to give Salford another 6 points. Salford's big man Tyler Dupree he's having a wall of a game, and he's just ankle tapped there, but Salford are back on the attack on the Warrington 20-metre line. This set doesn't come to anything, but Salford have field position after a mistake. See Salford's pass from Tim Lifey batted out by Josh Foulis. Here's the attack. Briley. Lifey. Foulis knocks it out of the field of play. It gives Salford more territory and more possession in the Warrington's half. But this break by Dupree off a Lifey offload yet again helps Salford get right up the pitch. And after Oliver Partington's first drive, what happens next? Mark Sneed gets through the gap to score Salford's third try of the game. Salford are running rampant in this first half. It's a completely different game to what Warrington have been used to in the last two. Here's that try again. It was just basics. An angle run across the post, and Sneed saw the gap and went through. Mike Curry not with the best of tackles there. Sneed gets the try. Sneed's short run up gives Salford another 2 points. And lucky wow at this first half lead. Salford have got all the momentum at this point. George Williams is struggling, and they go through the hands, and the kick by Sneed forces Warrington's Greg Minnikin to back the ball out. All the pressure is on Warrington's line at this point. Great little kick. Just a little bit shallower. Ellis Longstaff would have had his second. Salford are having the lion's share of possession at this time of the game, and it's upsetting Warrington, and they're trying to attack down this right hand edge, which gives Salford a penalty. You'll see in a moment a referee is symbolising a shoulder charge, this time by George Williams. You see here, no attempt to wrap the arms by Williams on Brodie Croft. it gives Salford a penalty. 20 metres out. About 10 metres in. Here we go. No wrappings of the arms, shoulder. Yep, he's saying, what's I supposed to do? Wrap your arms around him, George. Salford decide to go for 2. Sneed goes for the extras. And he hooks it in. And the flags go up. 20 points to 6 to Salford. An excellent first half from Salford. And they lead 20 points to 6 at the Halliwell Jones. Warrington revert to old type. Can they come back in the second half to like the team that started this season? Warrington almost made a mess of the kickoff. Big Sam Cassiano is the man to take it out for the first tackle of the half. Warrington's kick on the last goes almost no distance and he's batted back so that Warrington get the ball back in hands of George Williams. Unfortunately, that pass over the top gets on the hands of Tim Li-Fi, who almost intercepts the tackle. But Warrington gets a penalty deep in the Salford half due to a high tackle by Ellis Longstaff as his parent club teammate Josh Foulis slides onto the floor. Warrington are in the left-hand corner after a try has been called on the field by referee Jack Smith, as Matty Ashton is trying to get in the corner. He dives over, feet in the air, and gets the ball down. Looks like a try to me. So does the video referee as he gives the try for Warrington Wolves. Great effort. Ball over the top is collected by Matty Ashton, who goes in, diving in the corner. Great effort from the winger. Great attempt at tackle by Brodie Croft, but he wasn't there in time. And the wire winger gets in for his first try of the season at home, second this so far. Rashford goes for the extras, but he hits the post. And he's still 10 points to 20 to Salford Red Devils. Warrington are close to the try line yet again, but Matty Ashton is held up over the line and it's on the last tackle. Don't get me wrong, Warrington have been very, very good in possession, but it's actually been given a 6 again. The tackle count has been wiped clean in Warrington's favour. And they go again. And now they get a penalty right in front of the sticks as Salford are caught offside. After sustained pressure for at least 9 minutes of this second half, Salford get a penalty deep in Warrington's territory after some brave defending. They find themselves up in the Warrington half. They get a piggyback off a penalty. What can you get, Sal? What Sneed is going to do with the 2 points? Here is that penalty. Apologies, not 2 points, penalty. But Sneed decides to ask for 2. And you can see the facial by Joe Bullock. And it's given. Bit high, but then it goes back again, and Metautia with the facial. Salford get 2 points. And Sneed a penalty, and Sneed that goes for the 2 points. Sneed sets up to see if he can get 2 more points, but he misses to the left. Salford may have missed this penalty attempt, but they get the ball back. The momentum has started going in Warrington's favour after a half break by George Williams finds Peter Matautia on the attack, and he steps inside of Dion Cross, and now Riley is determined as stopping the play, and he's sent to the sin bin for the second time in this season for interference at the half. Salford are disappointed because there is many a cop they're pleading their case that this could have happened for Warrington in the first half, but wasn't given. Pushing forward there, I'd say, Danny Drinkwater. No, I don't think that's the sin binning. Paul Vaughan is back on the pitch, and Salford are struggling to tackle him. But Warrington get another penalty after the referee judges Mark Sneed has put his hands on the passer from the Acton halfback. Here's what it looks like. He's picked up the ball. It's clear. But he's give a penalty for interference. Vaughan is back on it, and it's a centre of the pitch play after that. And Thomas McKaylee dives over the try line. Don't know if he's got the ball down. And the video referee is called into action by the referee, who says it's a penalty on the pitch. Sorry, a try on the pitch. The video referee looks at it and says that the ball touched the line there, so it's a try. Here is the decision. Try time. Warrington are back in it. This is now 14 points to 12 for the kick to come. Tom McKaylee gets his first try of the season. Ratchford adds the extra. Warrington have started throwing the ball about against the 12 men of Salford, and they're getting a bit of joy doing so. After going to the left-hand edge first of all, great offload by Ratchford finds Ashton, who cuts back inside and offloads to Williams, who kicks to the right-hand edge, and Josh Boulis gets over the try line, who didn't like the attempt of tackle from Tyler Dupree, who's been having a great game, but the referees noticed that it's just a bit of handbags. That's about it. The referee is looking for everything for Warrington here, it looks like, as he's seeing the merits of an 8-point try in favour of Warrington. So the video referee is being asked about the onside offside as normal. Willis is not even in picture, so they have to give him onside the benefit of the doubt. Catches the ball. And the grounding is fine, but was that intentional knees by Tyler Dupree? At it again. It upset Thulis, but was it intentional knees? Already on the floor. That wasn't intentional. But decision is incoming. The video referee Liam Moore gives the try. And 8-point try awarded. First of all, kick from the normal position and then one in front. Ratchford takes the first 2 attempts and he hits the post. Fortunately, still 20 points to 20, and Salford and Warrington gets another kick, the penalty from right in front. Ratchford adds the extras this time. Now Warrington are back in front since their first try of the game, for 22 points to 20. After the visitors knocked on in their own half, there was a scrum play and George Williams found the gap through to extend Warrington's lead to 26 points to 20, with Ratchford adding a couple of extras to make it 28 points to 20. And to put the gloss on the scoreline, it was Matt Duffy who went over for another 4-pointer to extend the lead to 32 points to 20 with only 2 minutes to go. But he was caught in the face by Callum Watkins, so the video referee was called upon once again, and the referee asked him to see if they can give another 8-point try, which they did. So Warrington led 34 points to 20 after Ratchford converted the try, and then with the penalty made it 36
After
points
a shaky
to 20,
first half,
Warrington found their gears in the second to pull away with a 36 points to 20 victory over Salford Red Devils. Points to 20 in Warrington's favour. There were some decisions that went Warrington's way, where on another day it could have went the other side. Tyler Dupree sliding in with the knees. He was trying to get out of the tackle. He was already on the floor before he even made contact with Thulis. Thulis was the one that actually instigated the actual incident to have the video referee look again. Didn't make contact with the body, made contact with the legs. It was going to miss if Thulis had stayed on his feet. But no, he dived in for the tackle. He dived in for the try. The spectacular look. Anyway, which he has a right to do. The Matt Duffy one. Like in commentary said, Matt Duffy's 8-point try would have seen him get harder whacks than that going in for tries in the NRL. Callum Watkins was going for a tackle, which was, you could see with the open hand, trying to get onto the ball. And the sin binning, you heard me in the commentary. But my interpretation of that was Drinkwater was driving himself forward to try and milk a penalty. And he got it. And that means sin binning. The refs have been good, but this, I'm afraid, was not the best game for the referees. But that being said, the story of two halves. Salford had all the momentum, but lost 30 points to 0 in the second. I think the loss of Oliver Partington not being on the pitch, not being able to keep hold of the ball long enough, as to Salford's downfall, and proves rugby league is best if you have the ball in hand. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to press that thumbs up button, subscribe, and also that notification bell if you enjoyed this episode. We'll continue bringing you rugby league highlights as best we can. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. And I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the very best. So please stay safe. And I'll see you.